Alright, so today I started taking apart the 19 Silverado, the front suspension here. I got the strut out, everything's disconnected. Where it's so new and it hasn't even seen a winter yet, as soon as I cracked the ball joint, the upper ball joint nut, it just popped out on its own. Same with the tie rod, so that's the first time ever in my life working on a vehicle that has ever happened. So it's a pleasure to work on new vehicles, I tell you that. But anyways, I'm about to put on the front coil spacers. I still haven't decided if I'm putting on the 2.5 or the 3 yet. But I'm about to make that decision. So anyways, I got the 18x9 with +1 offset fuel vectors. It's the bronze. I got those on order last week, so or whenever I made that last video. So they'll be in hopefully in a week with some 33s, and they're gonna be just the duratracs. And yeah, so that's pretty much that for now. So far, you do have to disconnect the upper ball joint to get out the strut. If you're doing it by yourself, I'm sure maybe if you compress it down with a pry bar or a buddy, maybe. But I know for sure, probably with that spacer on top, a 3-inch, that's gonna be a tight one to get back in. So I got it supported on a spindle with the the spindle is supported on the jack here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'll take little videos as I go. All right, so I ended up getting the strut in, got those mounted, upper spacer, got all those nuts started. Now I just got a jack under the spindle, and I'm just going to feed the clips and the bolts into those bottom struts there, or bottom strut mount, and then yeah, we'll go for there. But be careful with the lines, brake line and the ABS. Just kind of, you know, angle it this way and slowly let it down, and you'll get a little bit of extra stretch to slip this guy forward coming this way, because it gets stuck behind that lower control arm. But so far that's where I'm at. All right, back at the 2019 Silverado Z71. It's a legacy edition, so it's the 18 body style. But anyways, I got the 3-inch motofab leveling kit. Up top is a spacer. Got your bolts up top. ABS line disconnected. Not too much light in here, but anyways, you can see that. Disconnect everything there. Your upper ball joint, tie rod, lower strut mount bolts, and your end link. That guy there. And then support the bottom, and you should be good to go. But anyways, it's not too bad to get off. It's a little tight to get back on, these guys down here and whatnot, but yeah, the other side's already done. And you can see under there's my old spacer, if you can see that. There you go, right there. That's the rough country 2-inch, and they just slip under here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'll do another quick little video when it's done and settled, and kind of go from there. The only problem that it's going to be is the angles. Under here, you can see the bump stop and the upper control arm. Once this is fully compressed down and bolted back up here, you don't have much room, and then your ball joint angle is going to be slightly off there. So I'll be getting the upper control arms, the tubulars from Ready Lift, and that'll correct that. And then eventually I'll get the drop brackets for the diff or spacers, and that should correct it. So, but for now, these are brand new ball joints. They're super stiff still. They got 5,200 and something kilometers on them, so they'll last me a while. But anywho, that's it for now. We'll go from we'll go for another video in a few minutes here. All right, so got everything back together. Upper strut mount bolts are in, nuts, whatever. All the ABS lines, brake lines, end link, and tie rod, stuff like that. So got those in. That's pretty much that. Got to drop it down. I'm just torquing everything right now with a torque wrench. I got 37 foot-pounds, I think was the number for the end link, and then a couple other ones. The bottom bolts, I'm putting them at about 40 foot-pounds, pretty close to factory spec. And then obviously you can't torque this, not with this kind of a torque wrench, but it wasn't very tight to begin with. But anyways, I got it nice and snug. And I'll be torquing the tie rod in. Just gotta get the torque spec for that. Can't remember what it was. But anyways, well, that's pretty much that. So I'll do a quick video of the ride height when it's done with a measurement. And then I'm gonna wait to put my rear 2-inch blocks in. I'm just not gonna end up doing that today, but overall, took a couple hours. And yeah, wasn't too bad at all. So anyways, one thing you'll have to do is to, up inside here, you'll have to tie those, you can see the loose wires, little caps that used to clip onto the upper 3 bolts there. I have to twist tie those down, or I'm gonna try to find a different way of mounting them. Hopefully it'll make it look clean. But yeah, that's it for now. All right. Well, there's the height. The back is about 39 3/4. We'll just say 40. And the front is pretty much the same. There was about a quarter inch higher in the front than the back before I went for a test drive and let the suspension settle. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm definitely gonna have to get some. Take a look in there. I'm definitely gonna have to get some of those, the upper control arms. And I only driven it around the block, but it might settle a tad more if I actually hit some, you know, a little bit of rough road. But we're pretty smooth road around here. So, but anyways, I'll check it out tomorrow and see how it looks. And I'll be getting on the phone right away and ordering the upper control arms, the ready lifts. The only thing we'll have to do now is just tie off these guys. You can see they're kind of where they're supposed to go. They kind of lay where they're supposed to go, but anyways, bolts aren't long enough to accept the factory cap. So, but that's pretty much it. I'll update later when I get my get the rims in, and the tires should be in pretty soon now. It's been 2 weeks, so, and then I'll end up putting my rear blocks on and go from there. All right, so back to the measurements. What do we had? Let's go here. So factory is 39 3/4 in the rear, and the front with a 2-inch. Rough country was 38.5, and that's from the bottom to the ground to the bottom of the fender, the underside. And stock was 36.25, I think it was. It was 36 and a bit, so now it's sitting at 40 in the front, and pretty much, yeah, the same in the rear, obviously. But once I put in the rear 2-inch blocks, these guys here, and that's the ones I showed in the video, the motofabs, U-bolts, everything. But anyways, that's that. If anybody's wondering what the height will be, that's what it is. So now I have a spare set, 2.5s, same ones as the ones that are put in there, the 3-inch, same brand. But anyway, it looks pretty good. Definitely gonna have to get an alignment as soon as I get my new wheels in, and yeah, start putting a few bucks towards the upper control arms, the tubulars by Ready Lift. So they're about, I think they're almost 400 bucks, and what is it? They have a used set, which they're excellent condition, so whatever, and then they have a brand new set for $5. So probably go with the new ones, obviously, but I'd like to save a few bucks here and there. But that should be that. Pretty happy with that height. Once I get those rear blocks in, I'll see how it looks. They're not too hard to put in, so I'll you know, chuck them in there and drop it down, see how it looks. If it's too much of a rake, I'll probably take them out and chuck in one of those, I think it's a 1-inch lift, 1-inch blocks. It's not 1 inch, but it's 1 inch of lift, something like that, compared to these ones, the 2 1/4. So anyways, whatever, we'll figure it out. But that's it for now, and yeah, next video I'll have the fuel vector bronze with 285 65 18s, and it's the 18x9 with a +1 offset, so they'll come out flush with the outside of the fender there. So you can see right now, that's what it looks like. Definitely, you know, +31, I think it is factory offset. So see how far it goes in. But the other one should bring it flush, if not like a 1/2 inch or so sticking out. So that's that. And yeah, time to clean up the garage here. And yeah, that's it. All right.